What's up YouTube? How are you doing today? Chana D, your Techno Dad here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how to set up a home theater audio system for around $1,500. And we're going to get into it right after the jump. And I'm back. Now last year I got a lot of questions from people that were wanting to make the jump from a soundbar to a home theater setup, or from just TV speakers to a home theater setup. So I made a video with the budget of about $1,000. So for this video I decided to make it $1,500, or a little bit more or a little bit less, kind of around that price point. And I found this really cool website that allowed me to group products together. It's called Kitcom, and we're gonna check it out in just a second. So the URL for my site is kit.com/technodad. And I'll put a link in the description and a card maybe here on the video. And that'll take you to it. But I'm actually gonna show you like how it works and how you guys can use it to kind of piecemeal your Dolby Atmos setup, and just kind of show you how it works and all the options you have, because there's a whole lot of stuff that I found for you guys. So it'll make your home theater shopping much easier. All right. So why don't we go jump on the computer and see what's up. All right, everybody. So here we are at my kit.com site. So it's kit.com/technodad. And basically what it is a site that lets me kind of group products together, which makes it easier for you guys to figure out what's going on. So here's the first couple ones. My 4K home theater. If you click in there, you'll see the items I have in my home theater, all the way down to the cables, Orlex Subdued, all that kind of stuff. All right, let's go back. I have a couple other kits here. Budget 4K home theater under $1,800. It's got a receiver, speakers, 4K TV, 4K Blu-ray player. Then you go to the mid-priced 4K home theater for around $2,700. And if you click on it, you get to all the parts here. And if you click view on Amazon, you'll get to whichever item that you clicked on. If you go here to buy all on Amazon and click that, it brings you to this screen here where it says, please confirm that you want to add all this to your cart. You hit continue, and voila. It's all in your cart and you're ready to go. So yeah, $27,998. What did I say? $2,700. Yeah, that's about right. So that's kind of how this thing works. So let's go down to the section that we're looking at right now. Dolby Atmos 5.2.2 AV receivers under $450. So I went scouring around the internet and I found these seven. I thought it was 6. Ha! Okay, so these 7. Here's a Denon AVR X1300W, $399. A couple of Onkios, $397, $369. Here's another Onkyo, $429. Yamaha for $425, Denon for $450, and another Denon for $450. Oh, this is the newer one, the X1400H. So if we're talking about a budget between $1,000 and $1,500, you might be able to get one of these $449 ones. And let's go back, and I do have another section right here, and this is AV receivers around $600. So I say around $600 because some of them are down to $500 and some of them are closer to $700. As you can see, we've got more options here. We got Sony, Yamaha, Onkyo. Here's another Yamaha, Denon, different Onkyo. And then the more expensive ones, Yamaha, Onkyo, Sony for $700. A Marantz. This is the first Marantz. This is like the cheapest Marantz you can get. That's 5.2.2. And it's $700. So if you wanted to spend a little bit more money, definitely check out this section that's got AV receivers around $600. Okay, let's go back. Now, if you were to do that 600, and let's say you have only another 600 to go, we should check out this 5.1 speaker systems under 600. I've got a whole bunch of quality equipment here. We've got Energy, that's a great speaker company. We've got Monoprice coming in at the budget level at $189. Onkyo's got a nice setup here, looks pretty sleek, $449. DefTech, if you guys know, Definitive Technology, they make great speakers, and this setup is $599. JBL's got a tiny little setup for $300. Focal's got an awesome setup for $400. Now let's just look at this. Let's go to Crutchfield real quick because I just want to show you this. I found this last night, and this thing's awesome. Look at this. Not only does it look cool, it's half price. Okay, $799.99, $800. It's down to $400. So this is definitely a good buy. Focal, if you guys do not know, they make some amazing speakers. So let's go to speakers. And they're not cheap. Let's go to home speakers. Here we go, yeah. Focal Chorus 714, $649 each. 726 is $949 each. Back to the situation, you could pick up this Focal for $399, and then, you know, oh, let's go back over here, click on the logo, and go back into here. You could, you know, if you were at $1,000, you could get, you know, the this Denon or the Marantz or the Sony or this Yamaha, or in the $649 to $699 price range, and then, you know, come over here and grab this Focal setup for $399, and you're good to go. You've got really good quality speakers, and you've got great amplification and a receiver that's got Atmos capabilities, and all you need to do is just add on some Atmos. And you're like, well, Techno Dad, I don't know what Atmos to buy. Well, let's go back to the main section and check this out. There's a whole kit right here. This is Dolby Atmos modules and in-ceiling speakers. So you click on that, and I've got everything pretty much laid out. Here's the Klipsch modules for $299, the reference line. Then there's the reference Premier line, $399. These speakers are a little expensive. They're $299 each. This is nice if you're doing a 4-channel Dolby Atmos install. $500 for 4 in-ceiling speakers, not bad. These are one of the cheapest pairs right here. This Onkyo Atmos enabled, it's $149. And let's see here. Here, $200 for these Pioneer ones. Not bad. NTH has $81 each, so that's what, $160 for 2. This DefTech are really nice. These kind of match up and made up with their floor standing speakers, which are also pretty expensive. But I put those here just so you guys can get an idea. SVS Prime elevation speakers. I really want to get these and test them out for the channel, so look for that in the future. These Onkyos are actually pretty expensive. $583 for a pair. It's crazy. And then here's the Polk Audio. This is the same ones from the 4-pack, but if you wanted to buy just 2 of them, it'd be $400. So, I mean, for $100 more, you might as well just get the 4-pack and then figure it out later, right? All right, so let's hit the Techno Dad logo to get back to the main page. Now, if you do not like these, you know, tiny little satellite speaker setups, I mean, here's a Polk Audio for $299. These are all 5.1s. If you don't like that, then we get into some other systems. Now, if you guys haven't heard of Fluence, you should definitely check them out. They are a Canadian manufacturer. They make turntables, they make speakers. So here we have the Fluence 5.1 floor standing system for $650. So you get these 5 and then a 12-inch subwoofer for $650. That's actually not bad at all, considering we were just at the satellite systems. You know, the DefTech here is $599, You know, is there anything $499 here? $449 for the Onkyo, but man, like this is a, you know, decent looking system. So let's hit view on Amazon, and you've got a couple of color choices. I mean, this looks like some quality stuff. I definitely want to pick up a pair just to check out for the channel. They got great reviews all the way around. And if you want to scroll down here, you can read a little bit more about the speakers, and you can get all the information here, like two-way drivers, dual 6.5-inch cones, you know, all that good stuff. All right, let's get out of here. And in this kit, there's only two things. Like, this is a package of a 5.0 package with the, you know, subwoofers, like kind of by itself. Now, if we click on it, they have three colors for the subwoofer here. We have the black, we have the, what is this, cherry, and then we have the walnut. Oh, sorry, not cherry, mahogany. And if you go down this way, and you can drop it $100 by getting the 10-inch subwoofer. So that'll make the price even less if you want to go 10-inch. But, you know, might as well go 12 for like $100 more, right? All right. So that's a good setup. So like, again, if you wanted to check out a system like this, $650, then go over here to the $600 AV receiver price range and get something there. Or if you wanted to keep it closer to $1,000, go back over here and check out what we got in the $400 range, or $350. Oh, there's much for $350. $369 is like the lowest one that I was able to find that has, you know, 5.2.2 Atmos support. Next up, you know, we've got SVS Prime 2.1 satellite system. So this is good for like stereo listening. It is $699. It is a little pricey. So you do understand that SVS does have some of the best subwoofers in the business. All right, moving on. Here's another Fluence bookshelf system, and this one is a little bit different. It's got bipoles for surrounds, and that's kind of cool. So if we were to view it on Amazon, now this one only comes in red, so, or mahogany. So if you were to get the subwoofer, definitely make sure you get it in mahogany. So like I said before, if you click on this buy all on Amazon and then click continue, it'll toss everything in your cart, and there, boom, $800, and you've got yourself a 5.0 speaker setup with a 12-inch subwoofer. All right, let's go back. Let's see here. We've got JBL Arena bookshelf set up for $745. Got another Fluence Signature bookshelf system. So these are their better speakers, and they're at $825. And then we're going to Eclipse 5.1 bookshelf system. Now, some of these, like, they have, you know, I kind of set them up that the R15Ms are the mains and the surrounds. So when you click buy all on Amazon, I think it's only going to add one of those. Yeah, it did. See, there's only one pair right here. See? So you have to make sure that goes to 2 so that you get all 5 speakers, because you're using the same speakers for your mains and your surrounds. So for this, you're looking at $836 just for that. And then you jump into, you know, whatever you want to do. If you want to stick it out at like $1,400, you know, add one of these $600 AV receivers, or you can go with a cheaper AV receiver and then get a cheap pair of the Dolby Atmos modules or in-ceiling speakers. So this is a great way for you guys. Like, I went through and I found all these speaker packages. Here's a Eclipse new reference package for $1,000. Pair that up with either a cheap or a cheaper, you know, receiver, and then get the cheaper, you know, Atmos modules, and you'll have your 5.1.2 setup going on. Here's the SVS Prime Satellite 5.1 system. It's $1,000 as well. Here's a nice little setup. Polk RTI bookshelf 5.1. It is their better line, but if you notice over here, the floor standers are not that much difference in price, $150. So now when we're getting into everything below this area, you know, if you're trying to stick to that $1,500 budget, you're definitely going to have to get an AV receiver in the under $450 range, and then maybe add on some Atmos later. Same goes with this JBL Arena 5.1 floor standing setup for $1,225. Now I did just double check all these prices, so these are current, okay? Now if you guys hadn't heard of the speaker brand called ELAC, there's a great speaker maker, his name is Brian Jones. He did a lot of stuff with the Pioneer Atmos enabled speakers, and he makes some really good stuff. And here's the bookshelf system for $1,200. And here's another little cool thing, the Focal Atmos 5.1.2. So this little guy here has Atmos enabled speakers. These two right here have upward firing speakers out at the top. It is pricey at $12.99. Again, it is Focal. You're going to get some really good quality speakers here, and you're just going to need to go a little bit less on the amplifier, you know, $369 I think it was, right? And we're pretty much just a little over $1,500. And with this setup, you don't have to get any Atmos modules, so there you go. Then we get into a lot bigger stuff. This is the Fluence floor standing Signature Series, Klipsch floor standers. Here's a Klipsch 5.1 home theater setup. Here's the ELAC floor standing setup for almost $2,000. And then here's another Klipsch, and then another Klipsch for $2,500. So I gave you guys a whole bunch of options just in case people that are watching this video have bigger budgets. And for those that have smaller budgets, you know, you can definitely pick and choose what you like in the 5.1 speaker system under $600 and receivers under $450. So that's the main deal with this site is I was able to group everything together to make shopping easy for you guys. So I'll put links in the description for sure. All right, wasn't that cool? Really cool little site here. And I think it's gonna help you guys at home figure out what it is you're gonna need and kind of keep you constrained to your budgets a little bit, and maybe even push the envelope of your budget, you know, in either direction, whatever. It's all good. I'm just here to help you out. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the button in the middle of your screen. Once again, my name is Chan D. I'm your Techno Dad, and I'll see you next time.